So let's talk about white, not white people, is the name of the coin. And its full name is WhiteRock. Of course, BlackRock is famous, so they decided to call it WhiteRock. WhiteRock, I have never covered this coin previously, so I'm going to get into its detail. First, we will look at its price, then I'm going to first talk about its fundamentals, then I'll talk about its technicals. When I'm covering a coin for the first time, I generally give it a bit of respect by covering its fundamentals. After that, I don't talk about fundamentals, I stick to the technical analysis only. It's sitting at 0011, 0.0011 right now. That is the current case scenario, and WhiteRock is a real world asset, which is a RWA category. It's a fancy category, but it is really hard to grow in this category because those projects that are generally RW based, growth in them is extremely slow. It's not a new category. Even in 2021, there were a lot of real estate based RWA projects, and you wouldn't expect them to move more than 200-300% at max. These are not the coins that can do 10,000% gains. These are not projects like that, so expectations should be set right. And of course, I will not get into detail. I have a whole book that I've written on these things, discussions. You can read that in the book. But the thing is that they are trying to tokenize oil, stocks, and other economic assets or commodities, whatever you want to call it. They are trying to tokenize that aspect of it. So you can buy these. Let's say you want to buy Tesla stocks, you can buy through their coin, or you want to invest in oil, you can do it through crypto. Instead of going to your old school exchanges, going to NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange or anywhere else, you can directly go there. Now the question that you should beg to ask, that why it has moved 100% or more than 100% in few days. It's because of the fake, now I will remove the word fake. It's because of the rumor, because no one has proved it to be true or false, so let's label it as rumor. Someone threw in the rumor that Aramco, Saudi Arabia's Aramco, which was the first $1 trillion company, now I think it's in the top 5, but it was the first $1 trillion company, first or second $1 trillion company. I don't know if Apple did it first or they did it first, but fuck that part. It's the $1 trillion club company, or the deals in oil. They said that they have signed a contract with them, and that's why everyone started losing their mind. But we need to understand that it's not proved, it's not proven yet. And on the sideline, they had another news related to Gate.io listing and doing some airdrop, all that stuff added to it. If we talk about the downside, there is 45% of inflation left in it, which will double the supply. So we are talking about a total impact of at least 100%. I haven't checked their starting initial supply. The inflation might be more than 100% throughout the life, but at this stage, the upcoming inflation looks like 100%, because the existing supply, I think, is only 65%. It is 65% over the total coins. Circulation is 65, so you are left with another 35, but we need to see how much inflation is there. But that's not the problem. The problem is that they're not new in this space. I have seen projects in the past as well. Again, 2021, I have seen projects that did manage to tokenize stocks. It didn't work out. And if we talk about current era, the new superheroes, Kraken is doing it. Kraken is tokenizing stocks. And then you have, I think, StockX or something. There is another project that is already doing this. So you already have some competition in this space. And Kraken is in USA. So going up and against USA-based exchange, it is going to be a bit of a uphill fight for this coin. But we have discussed the good and the bad, to keep in mind that you are dealing with something that can get a bit tricky. Aramco, if it is proved that it is true, then that will be a really good partnership, because if Aramco is feeding money in, I think that is going to be a good deal to talk about. If it is partnerships more or less like what XRP does in terms of partnerships, they have partnerships with everyone on the planet, and it has zero impact on XRP, then that's a whole different thing. Partnerships are meaningful only if you are able to convert them, and we can basically translate that into income and finance, and not just something that is written on paper that we are partners and it doesn't mean shit. Anyway, the last negative thing about this is that 52% of the supply of this coin is held by, my stomach is killing me. If you are hearing weird sounds or if you are seeing me shake, I'm not masturbating, I'm just rubbing my stomach. I don't know what the hell happened. 52% of the supply is in the hands of 10%, so you're dealing with a whale situation generally in coins. When a majority of the supply is in the hand of 10 people, you are at their mercy. If somehow they start believing that this project is not going to do well, this project will crash dramatically. But on the bright side, if you are dealing with only 10 people who gets to decide your future, instead of 500,000 monkeys invested in a coin that are holding 52% supply, convincing 400,000 idiots is challenging. Convincing 10 people is easy. So the plus side is that there is more stability on the price if the whales are happy with you. So it really depends on what the hell do the whales want. If they want to fuck it up, they can do it. That's the bad part of it. But if they're good whales and they believe in the project, then you have a very stable ground. 52% of the supply is actually removed from the supply because they are holding it. And that's pretty much it with WhiteRock. From fundamentals perspective, now let's quickly hit upon the TA and then we get done with it. We have already hit 7 minutes. I do apologize for that. Anyway, as we saw, it is sitting at 0011. So it's a middle area because we have a support at 0008. This is our support area. It is sitting in the middle and we expect it to shoot up towards the area of 0014. So it is in the middle. I wouldn't touch WhiteRock here. I would rather if I want to invest in it, I would rather let it come down all the way towards 0008, then I will buy it. But where it is sitting right now is not a good place. I don't like to buy coins in the middle. I like to buy them from support. If you want to sell, then it can go up to 0014. That is going to be your target, and that's pretty much it with WhiteRock. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions or I have touched on a topic and you expect me to explain a bit more, I'll try my best to explain that to you in the comments. Leave a comment, and I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe, because if you're not interacting with the video or if you're not subscribed, you're not going to see all the 10 videos that I make every day. You're going to miss out on it, and I think you are educated enough to understand what to subscribe and what not to, because if you want to miss out on it, then why not? It's for your own good, and you should know better what is good for you.